My full name is Megan Starr, and I teach ninth and 10th grade English here at TAPA. I actually come from a really artistic family. That gene just skipped me for some reason. Both of my sisters went to art school. My dad draws. My mom is musical, but I can appreciate art. So that's why I studied art history in college. The opportunity came about 8 years ago for me to switch careers, and I jumped on it, and I went back to school and got my teaching certificate. English was the subject I always did best in when I was in school, and I always read. Even when I wasn't a teacher and I was working other jobs, reading books was always the constant in my life. So it was a way for me to teach something that I love to do. You don't have to be a parent to be a good teacher, but I guess in my mind I always think of the parent's perspective because I'm involved in my kids' education, and I'm always asking them about what they learn, what's their homework, what are they studying. And so as a teacher, I also think that these kids all have someone at home who's going to be interested in what they're studying, and I guess it just reminds me of that. I do have one story that comes to mind. I was not teaching yet. I was still going to school for teaching. I was substituting in the computer tech room all day, and two students were like horseplaying, and one boy took a pair of scissors and pretended to cut the hair of the girl next to him. He didn't do it, but he was pretending, and she thought he really did it. So she stood up, went across the room and picked up a big metal stool and hummed it the whole way across the room. It went flying past all the computers, all the monitors, all the students. It was like slow motion for me. It was horrific. I can't even believe, and like I said, this was like my first week on the job. Luckily, no one got hurt. But yeah, they were in big trouble. You go to school and you sit in classes all the time, and they teach you the way things should go in a perfect world. And you make all these plans and you think it's going to be great. And then things just never go the way you plan them to go. So I learned really quickly to be able to shift gears and go with the flow and kind of read the students if they're enjoying this or not. I still feel like I'm learning all the time. So I would say definitely be flexible, be prepared for the unexpected. But I think the biggest thing is to have fun because, we're here together. We spend a lot of time together all day for most of the year. And so you kind of have to have some fun.